Imagine that you are surrounded by thousands and thousands of rats. What will you do? Our natural reaction and instinct would be to scream with fright and be very terrified and horrified, isn't it? Many of us will panic and flee. We will run here and there, exactly like those rats squaring around. It's also possible that you will absolutely be disgusted with this sight and may also find it very annoying. But if you are a rat lover, you may find them very cute, lovely, and may even keep it as a pet. And if you happen to be from India, there's a very good probability that seeing a rat will make you very happy. And you may find it very auspicious and God sent. Since rats are Musak Raj for us, that is Vahan, or in simple sense, Lord Ganesha's chariot. After a rat infested room, imagine a temple full of rats. Yes, a temple of rats and rats all around the temple. Shocking, isn't it? Well, then let me share an incredible bit of information with you all. Do you know that in India there is a temple that houses 25,000 black rats and a few white rats too? Yes, you have heard that right. A temple of rats and rats everywhere. Not only that, but what's even more unique is that these rats are worshipped and revered there. Amazing, right? Now, what about these rats? Where do they come from? Do people actually pay a visit to such a temple? What is the origin of such temple? What are the myths and stories associated with it? Wait. Let me answer such questions. I am sure you all have got all worked up and you're trying to figure out what is all this about. If you're trying to figure out the answer, you have then tuned into the perfect channel. Namaste everyone. Welcome to our channel Aryavat Sampriti, a tribute to India's mystic beauty, bravery, culture, tradition and politics. So today we are launching our very first episode of the series Dharma Rakshati Rakshite, a segment dedicated to rich heritage of India. So the temple I was referring to is Karni Mata temple. It is located in Bikaner, a charming beautiful city rich in cultural and religious heritage. Now if we look into the architecture of this temple, Maharaja Ganga Singh of Bikaner completed the structure in its current shape in the early 20th century using the beautiful Rajput style. A standing marble facade with solid silver doors erected by Maharaja Ganga Singh stands in the front of the temple. Silver doors over the doorway have panels illustrating the different stories of the goddess Karni Mata. In the inner sanctum, the goddess image is enshrined. Well, you have thousands of people from all over the world visit the Karni Mata temple, which is about 30 kilometers south of Bikaner in the North Indian state of Rajasthan, to see an exceedingly unique tradition and faith of worshipping rats. So first let us know who was Karni Mata. Karni Mata was a Hindu warrior sage from the Charan caste. She is also known as Sri Karni Ji Maharaj, and her devotees see her as an embodiment of the warrior goddess Hinglaj. The royal houses of Bikaner and Jodhpur regard her as an official divinity. She led a very ascetic life and was revered as a saint throughout her life. She was so well liked by the royals that Maharajas of Bikaner and Jodhpur invited her to lay the foundation stones of the region's two most important and significant forts, Bikaner Fort and Mehrangarh Fort. What is Karni Mata's backstory? So Karni Mata is also known as Ritibai, and she was born to Mehaji Kinya and Deval Devi, who lived in Suvap village, which is 20 miles southeast of Falori, according to the legend. So when she was 27 years old, she married Depaji, the son of Keluji of the Rohadia clan and Sadika Jagirdar. She then informed her husband that she only married him out of respect for her parents' feeling as per the Hindu tradition. She made it very clear to him that they were not going to have any conjugal rights. She even appeared to him in her heavenly supernatural form of goddess when they were traveling to Satika, and he bowed and touched her feet. But in order for him to have a very decent married life, Kaniji prepared for him to marry Gulabbai, her younger sister. She remained celibate for the remainder of her life with her husband's support. Ma Karni had lived in her husband's village for around 2 years, but she had a big herd of cows and camels, and she had gotten as a gift from her father Mehaji, and the community's single well couldn't keep up with the newly acquired herd. The locals' fear and resentment swiftly developed into hostile opposition, prompting Karniji to announce, "Tomorrow morning I'll leave your town with my family and my animals and travel where my beloved cows may enjoy plenty of sweet water and nice pasture. You are welcome to take my share and continue to suffer from the rigors of everyday living and insufficient irrigation in our neighborhood." She went on to live a nomadic lifestyle and eventually settled in Deshnok, a village near Bikaner. Now, there are three famous stories related to the divinity of Mata Karni. The first story is of Jhagdusha. A Gujarati trader was once lost in a storm while sailing on the sea. He then prayed to Karni Mata from his ship, and Karni Mata came to his help. He landed safely at Porbandar's harbour. He even requested Karni Ma that he wished to establish a temple. Karni Mata then suggested that he construct a Har Siddhi temple in Porbandar. An interesting story is of our favorite son Lakhan, who was the son of a sister Gulabbai, who had went to the annual Kartik festival in the nearby village of Kolayat with his friends. But he drowned in the Kapil Sarovar and died. Karni Mata carried his body into a room and locked herself there, and when she emerged, she did so with Lakhan, who was still alive. People believe that she fought Dharamraj, the Lord of Death, who then told her that her descendants would become Kabas, that is rats, after death, and Kabas, that is rats, would become humans after death. And accordingly, from that time forward, as a result, Deshnuk temple is also known as the Kabas temple. The third story is of Rao Jodha Rathor. So, the king of Mandor, he had received her blessings for conquering Ajmer, Marta, and Mandor in 1453. She also travelled to Jodhpur in 1457 at Rao Jodha's invitation to lay the cornerstone of Mehrangarh fort. Now, the next question would be, what happened to Karni Mata? So, on March 21, 1538, she returned to Deshnuk with her son, that is the son of Gulabbai, Punja, and a few other followers. She requested that the Karwa halt for water around Gadiala and Giriratsar in the Bikaner district, Koilayat Tehsil. She was said to have vanished from there when she was 151 years old. Let's visit the present scenario at Karni Mata temple. Why there are rats in the temple? So the temple is now said to be home to 25,000 black rats and a few white rats too. White rats are said to be highly unusual sights. Seeing the white rats, who are claimed to represent the true embodiment of Karni Mata and her sons, is regarded to be exceedingly lucky. Food that has been chewed on by the rats is regarded as a high honor, and if you step on one of the rats and kill it, you must replace it with a solid silver or a gold rat according to the temple rules. Now, there are two tales about the rats at Karni Mata temple. One of the story claimed that these rats were 20,000 army men fleeing a nearby battle, and despite the fact that desertion was a sin punishable by death, Karni Mata saved their life and transformed them into rats who have since resided here. And the second story is, as previously quoted, is about her son who drowned. The temple is available to the general public from 4 am. Charan priests worship by offering bhog and conducting Mangala Aarti. Rats walk freely at the temple and devotees also give offerings to them. There are also milk bowls surrounding the temple for the rats. The Dwar bent is given to the priest and laborers, and the Kalash bent is used to maintain and enhance the temple. Incredible, right? What's more astonishing is the fact that Despite thousands of rats in this rat temple, there has never been a single incident of plague detected in or around the temple, and there is never any unpleasant odor when any of these rats die. They also claim that if you see a white rat in a temple among thousands of other black or brown rats, your desires will be granted. So get up, guys, and for sure do visit Karni Mata temple if you happen to visit Bikaner, if you want your wishes to be fulfilled. But shh, don't tell this secret to anyone else. So, for the time being, that's all for now. Do share your thoughts on this beautiful temple and let us know how excited you are to visit it. Until then, keep an eye on Aryavak Samprati and continue to fall in love with India and with its magnificent temple and culture. Also, don't forget to subscribe, share, and hit the channel's bell button. तो बोलो करनी माता की जय. Salute to incredible India.